Hello everyone, it's Kitagawa. So I just recently went to Anime NYC and I had an amazing time. My very good friend and talented cosplayer BellaLuna bought a ticket and I thought, why not? So I bought a pass for the day. I haven't been to a big convention in quite some time, so I thought I'd share some of my experiences and some of the cool things that I saw. This is a bit of a different video, so let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Hopefully this fits the small niche of all of you watching this at 2 AM for, you know, cozy vibes. I know what you are. Anyways, let's get started. So first things first, Luna and I are absolute degenerates. So one of the first things we wanted to do was check out the Brown Dust booth, which is one of the few gachas that we play right now. Also, my wife was working the booth, so I thought I'd give her a surprise visit. The Brown Dust booth had an amazing display up. At first glance, there was a stage set up for the hired cosplayers to work their stuff for the crowd to take pics and videos. And bro, I have to say, the way the Asian cosplayers tackle a crowd is so professional and on a whole nother level. At least when I experienced it in Japan and now here, there could be a crowd with 50 people and each person will have a chance to get a photo or video with them looking right at you instead of a free-for-all. It's seriously super commendable and it doesn't come naturally. I don't know, it's just super nice to know that you'll be noticed in the crowd. They also had amazing standees and video walls set up for the current summer event characters, and the overall vibe was just welcoming and wholesome. The main fan interaction was a station setup where you needed to pull an SSR character and 3 10 pulls to win free merch. Luckily, both me and Luna pulled one and got free keychains. Also, if you could prove you were at least level 20 in-game, you were eligible for an art towel. However, they were all given out, so they just gave us more keychains. I also got a chance to say hi to my wife. Oh, you thought me at the anime convention, at the gacha booth, had a real wife? I wasn't lying when I said I was married. I'm just married to the game. After that, we roamed the exhibition hall and visited as many booths as we could manage. We first visited the Nikkei booth, which was cool. It was more of a store and I was hoping there was stuff more akin to the Brown Dust booth, and same goes with the Blue Archive section. But holy, I wanted to get all of this stuff. But I was a big boy and I didn't let myself. We then went to a figure shop area where they had a cool showcase of figures and a bunch for sale. I don't necessarily buy any figures at conventions unless it's like a Holy Grail figure or at least a reasonable price. Mainly because they're usually very overpriced. And oh my god, the clutter. Speaking of, here's my collection. I also have figures I haven't opened yet because of lack of space. Yeah, I kinda have a problem. After that, we had to pay respects to the Crunchyroll booth and see what they were cooking. It's kind of expected, but they were showcasing a lot of their basic mainstream poster children. Don't get me wrong, I think all of these shows are really good, if not amazing, but when you consume anime media enough, you find the small niche stuff that you really want to get stuff of, and JJK and Demon Slayer just aren't making the cut. Although I did see Infinity Castle, oh my god, that was pretty good. Other than that, it seems like Crunchyroll really wanted to push Gacha Akuta marketing, which so far has been really good. And something really cool and unexpected was seeing some vinyls. I mainly saw one for Sailor Moon, and oddly enough, one for Nana. And of course you had to rep some Ava. And with that out of the way, finally I could talk about the Artist Alley where we spent the majority of the day browsing. Again, I don't really go to big conventions often outside of local conventions, so I was blown away by what the collection of artists were showcasing. And I don't know about you, but I am addicted to art and supporting hardworking artists, so I have way too much art that I am scared to admit. So let me know if it's a me thing, or if you hoard art as well in the comments below. Tell me what's your favorite piece or who your favorite artist is. I'd love to know. The Artist Alley was exceptionally huge, like massive. There were rows upon rows of artists with stores kind of sprinkled in between, so I apologize if this is a bit haphazard, but I'll try my best to walk you through. So walking to the Artist Alley, there was a live HoloLive karaoke event going on, which was really cool. A bunch of fans were able to sing in front of everyone and their favorite VTuber. I didn't really know much about the VTubers themselves since it was HoloLive English. I only really know Mori, and honestly, I watch a bunch of Hosho Marine. And I know what you're thinking, I promise you, it is not for that reason. So first we checked out Akiba House, which has a bunch of Japanese goods. And I had to pay my respects since I usually visit the one in Flushing when I'm in the area. And from 0 to 100, we jumped straight to the J18 publishing booth, and for obvious reasons I can't show you much here. Let's just say they sold a lot of chicken and sold a lot of men's fashion accessories. But they gave out free Ami Ami fans, which was nice because it was hot as hell. Okay, I promise now we can talk about art. So going into the Artist Alley, the first thing I noticed was that there was this meta that spread throughout the art circle. It seemed like every artist were overlaying their art with foil to give it this spectacular look which had such an eye-catching effect. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, Luna and I are absolute degenerates. So first things first, Luna and I are absolute degenerates. See, right there, I said it. So we usually look for our favorite waifu slash husbandos, and more specifically, we keep a close eye out for most of the gachas we play. Both of us were super excited to see Blue Archive art because we are both in love with the game and we rarely see any representation. And I was super happy to see art of my best girl, Asuna. Funnily enough, originally my username on everything was actually going to be Asuna instead of Kitagawa. But that's a story for another time. Maybe I'll make a video on that if anyone cares enough. Other than Blue Archive, I'm super into street aesthetic, and especially if it falls into kawaii territory. So I was pleased to find a lot of that being represented by Shiroi Room. They sold a bunch of charms and art featuring a lot of my favorite aesthetics, including Nana, Misa Misa, P3, and a whole bunch more. I was also super enamored with this one art of this kawaii angel girl that was doing a Konbini run to Family Mart, which if you didn't know, Family Mart was practically my second home in Japan. But other than art, my favorite thing about Artist Alley are the little trinkets you could buy, like these bang boos from Zenless Zone Zero, or these acrylic standees of gacha waifus. They also had super cool omamori charms, booby mouse pads cause hey, why not? More Blue Archive keychains and stickers, and this little guy. And that was only just a small section of what the Artist Alley had to offer. I'm not even kidding you, we spent a solid 5 hours just looking through and we probably saw only 60% of the art, and that's even with trying to speed run through it. Okay, so next up, I really want to showcase some of the cool stuff that we bought. So other than the keychains from the Brown Dust booth, we were given free stickers as well as lanyards featuring my beautiful wife Wilhelmina. We were also given this cool tote bag that I honestly see myself using in the future. Okay, seriously, hot woman aside, Brown Dust is an amazing game and I seriously think you should check it out if you can. Which is today's sponsor. Just kidding, I have 104 subscribers, I have no sponsors. But you should sponsor me and hit that subscribe button. So Anime NYC was nice enough to give us free lanyards of one of the most goated anime ever created, Gurren Lagann. I am not lying when I say this show seriously changed my life. However, they were all rusty. I really hope this was an overlook and that they weren't just trying to get rid of their damaged goods. I was seriously disappointed. Please do better next time. They also gave us this rubber branded wristband and a quarter of a panty and stocking art card, which I assume you could collect the others by going every day, but since I went for the day, that's all I'm left with. Next up is some awesome Dandadan art Luna got, and you already know you had to get the girlies, including Ira, Momo, and Vamola. As for me, I ended up getting this super awesome wall scroll of Kiski from Blue Archive, which I am so in love with. I had a blast at Anime NYC, and I really hope all of you watching enjoyed the journey we spent together. Again, this was a bit of a different type of video from my usual shtick, so please let me know if you enjoyed it down in the comments below. And let me know some of your favorite cons that you go to, or maybe some of your favorite con stories. I'd seriously love to read all of them. And please, 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 if you consider dropping a sub, I'd be forever grateful to you. And I'd love to see some familiar names of you awesome people down below. Bonus points if you're a Marin / My Dress Up Darling fan. I seriously enjoyed this time we spent together, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I gotta go finish season 2. Bye now.